Hi, I'm Dr. Abidan Shah, and before me I have a facsimile of Codex Sinaiticus. Now this is one of the many facsimiles we have right here at Clearview Church. Now just to remind you, facsimile is much more than a Xerox copy, but it's not the original. Now the history behind Codex Sinaiticus, somewhere about 1844, Tischendorf, a New Testament scholar, a text critic, went to the monastery of St. Catherine. This is in Jebel Musa, the mountain of Moses, Mount Sinai, and that's where he sort of discovered this manuscript of the leaves. And supposedly the monks there were burning the leaves to keep themselves warm, and of course, he being a scholar, he sees that, and immediately he's excited. He's just, wow, I cannot believe this is happening. And he tries to stop them and all that kind of stuff. And then of course, he had them suspicious, because why is this German scholar from Leipzig is so concerned about these leaves? So of course, there's a lot of story behind that. Now, we don't know for sure if all of these things happened with Tischendorf. It may have, but some scholars doubt that. They think he's sort of a sensationalist. He was trying to drum up some support and attention towards his project and his scholarship. But nonetheless, all that aside, Codex Sinaiticus, of course, is a facsimile, is one of the most important manuscripts that we have. It's coming from the 4th century. Some say about 350 AD, but from the 4th century, Alexandrian text when it comes to the New Testament. Of course, there's the Old Testament, which is the Septuagint, and in the New Testament, all of the New Testament is found, along with the Shepherd of Hermas and the Epistle of Barnabas as well. It's a 4-column text, as you can see. In the Gospels, you will even notice the Eusebian canons, it's finding the parallel text. How many scribes wrote? Tischendorf, when he did the research, he said about 4, but really more scholars are now content with 3 scribes. And of course, there are correctors as well that came behind and tried to fix the text. Where was it written? No one knows for sure. Rome, Caesarea, Alexandria, we don't know for sure where exactly this manuscript was produced. But again, it's a very important manuscript for the study of the New Testament text. And again, this facsimile was made through the British Library 20-some years ago. And it's very helpful because you can see right down to the colors and even some of the fainting that is in the text because of time and sometimes corrections and things like that. But a very important manuscript. Where are the originals now? Well, most of it is sitting in the British Library. All right, 347 some folios, and then of course Leipzig through Tischendorf, and then the Russian Library in St. Petersburg, and of course some fragments as well in St. Catherine's Monastery. They're sort of scattered everywhere. How in the world did the British Library get this, right? A German scholar and then British Library. Well, of course, he tried to get it out, didn't work, and then the Tsar of Russia got involved, and he is sort of the most powerful man connected to the monastery, and they made a gift. And then when Russia became USSR, they didn't care about the Bible, they didn't care about all this. What they really needed was money. So about, I believe, 100,000 pounds, somewhere in the 1930s, I believe it was sold to the British Library. 100,000 pounds today would be like $500,000. It was sold, and people contributed, even down to children in England were giving money so this manuscript could be bought by the British Library. And of course it was, and I think it was the day before Christmas, with a lot of fanfare and excitement, it was brought into the British Library. But now This is also available online. People can study it, and it's quite a piece of art as well as history, and again important for the study of the Greek text of the New Testament.